Well, greetings, everyone, and welcome to Q's on the Move. My name is Brother Sean Ratliff, and I'll be your host this evening. Today's podcast will focus on the great work that Munu chapter is doing in Montgomery County and in the second district. I've had the honor and privilege of being a part of Munu chapter for close to 10 years, and I'm always amazed at the service that is poured into Montgomery County, Maryland. For those that are not aware, Minu chapter is a graduate chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and we're approximately 130 active members strong. Now, we're serving the community for close to 53 years, and we're also the founder of the famed George B. Thomas Senior Learning Academy, which provided additional support to over 10,000 students since its inception. We're also the founder of the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund, which we have awarded over 150,000 since its inception. We're also a chapter full of leaders, which are the home of the 16th, 34th, 37th Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Second District representatives. So some of our chapter focus areas are social actions, mentoring, health and wellness, political actions, fundraiser, and scholarships. We'll also have the opportunity to discuss some of those focus areas in today's podcast. So today's first segment is going to focus on the Fatherhood and Mentoring Program, and which I'm so proud, a good friend of mine, Brother Donald Williams, the Second District Fatherhood Initiative and Mentoring Chairman, is going to join us here today. So Brother Williams, welcome, Brother Williams. It's always so glad to see you, brother. Today, we're going to discuss Munu's chapters, Game Changers, which you're such a proud member and also the founder of the Game Changers Conference for young males. And so, Brother Williams, let's just jump right into it. So explain to the audience the history and purpose behind the Game Changers Conference for young males.
Well, first, as we enter 2024, let me say to our audience that these are exciting times to be Omega Men. And I also want to say I'm so proud of our chapter, Mighty Munu chapter, outstanding chapter that is respected and loved throughout Montgomery County for their community leadership and engagement, as well as the tip of the spear for Omega Nation. We're just so proud of our men, both past and present, and their visibility in the community. You know, you mentioned that they are leaders, visible in their homes, serving in the local churches, serving as in leadership position at their jobs, and certainly in the communities. Again, we got some great role models. You listed them, and I don't want to repeat it, but just so proud and mega proud to be part of Munu chapter. And I was blessed and honored to be blessed and honor of a lifetime to be the 25th bosses of Mighty Munu chapter, as well as the second district. And my friend, let me tell you, during our administration, you provided tremendous leadership. So again, much love to you.
Thank you, Brother Williams. And we're so happy to have you serve as our 25th bosslets of Munu chapter. So let's jump deeper into the Game Changers Conference. Now, what's the age group of the students can participate in the one-day conference? And when is the next Game Changers Conference going to take place?
Very good question. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, April the 20th, save the date, April the 20th. We're going to return to the university at Shady Grove in Montgomery County, down by the hospital. The theme is the world is shifting, focus forward and compete. No bench warmers here. Get off the bench, break the huddle, and get into the game. And we're excited to have some new features. Every conference is different. We're going to have to open up with life skill stations. We have the tie time, the 30-second interview, the proper handshake. I have invited the fire and rescue truck, so they're going to return to the campus. We got a fitness piece, and we're just so excited for the boys. Our target age is elementary. That's the 4th and 5th grade. We have the middle school boys, which is our target audience. And then we have the high school young males. As they get off the bus, they're going to be engaged in these life skill station. Every hour of the conference is built to be a game-changing moment for in their lives. So that's going to be the first feature. The second feature, we are targeting parents. We want our parents. We got workshops for our parents, and we got a special wraparound service. We call that Superpower Engagement for Parenting. We're going to have a drug awareness trailer to address some of those drug issues that we have, drug prevention. And so we don't want the parents to do a drive-by. We want them to stay the whole day. The conference is from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I'm excited about the last feature, the young male alumni panel. These are boys that they're young adults now, but they have been through the game changer. They've graduated from college. Some have entered the workforce. They're going to be on stage, and they're going to be responding to questions from the audience of how to be a better young man. So excited.
Outstanding, Brother Williams. And so while you're talking, the video is actually playing in the background, and it just looks like a fantastic event. So one last question: how can the members of Montgomery County Public Schools sign up and to attend this event?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So get your paper and pencil, your pen. Go to www.thegameconference.org. www.thegameconference.org. We have a revamped website. It's easy to navigate. Parents, just register your student and sign up for the round table for yourselves.
Brother Williams, thanks again. I just love the work that you're actually doing in the community and the things that you're actually pouring in and mentoring, not only our youth, but then our fathers as well. So thank you for taking the time. And so next, I want to bring on our next guest, Brother Stephen Carty. Brother Stephen Carty is really going to talk to us here about our talent hunt. Brother Carty is just a fantastic member, and he's done an outstanding job over the last couple of years and mentoring our youth in our talent hunt program. So Brother Carty, can you just take a minute just to share with our podcast listeners information about the history of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated and our talent hunt competition?
Yes, and thank you for that introduction, Brother Ratliff. And good evening. The Munu chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, we're presenting our annual Talent Hunt Showcase competition to recognize, encourage, and provide a forum for exceptionally talented high school students in Montgomery County. The Munu chapter has hosted this talent hunt competition since 1972 at various public and private high schools throughout the county. Past winners have come from various schools throughout the county. And the talent hunt competition is one of the fraternity's mandated service programs, which providing exposure, encouragement, and financial assistance to the talented minority youth in performing and visual arts. And here in Montgomery County at Munu chapter, we've invested heavily. And so we invite you to come out to the competition, which will be held at Our Lady of Good Counsel High School. That's at 17301 Old Vic Boulevard in Only, Maryland. And this will be held on Sunday, March 17th at 2 p.m.
Well, Brother Carty, great, outstanding information. And again, I look forward to this year's. Now, who can participate in talent hunt competition for Montgomery County? And what are some of the competition categories that you have lined up for this year?
Yes, so great question. To be eligible for the competition, applicants must be a high school student in Montgomery County, public or private school. Participants must provide all necessary personal accompaniment, all right, or musical in the digital form. And so we'll give you more information on that if you're interested. Performances are limited to 6 minutes. And the categories, Brother Ratliff, are going to be out of 5 categories. We have musical, that's instrumentals, solo, classical, contemporary, gospel or jazz. Vocal, that's vocal, solo, classic, contemporary, gospel or jazz. We've added into the dance category, which is, of course, dance, solo, ballet, modern, jazz, tap. And this year, we're introducing hip hop as a category. Also, drama is the 4th competition category. Dramatic interpretation, monologue, poetry, spoken word, oration, and rap. And then the final is visual arts, which are paintings, drawings, sculptures, or photography. And so we make the call. We're giving cash money. Cash money is on the line. This is a call for talent. Come out and showcase your talent. Parents, come out and support, and the community are welcome to come out and support.
Outstanding. Well, I personally, one of my favorite categories is the spoken word, and I'm also looking forward to some of the newer categories this year, as the hip hop and rap area as well. So, if Montgomery County participants wanted to actually join this event, now who should they contact? Is there a website, or is there a contact phone number where they can get in touch with someone?
Yes. So on our MUNU chapter website, there is a talent hunt link, which will take you to our flyer. There's a QR code that really makes it easy for you. You just scan the QR code. It'll take you directly to the application. And for interest, or if you are in education or you're a director of arts and you just want to get more information that you can share, please email us at MUNU, that's MUNU, talenthunt@gmail.com. And I will personally respond to that email and answer any questions that you might have, including assisting parents and students with getting and meeting the requirement for the application process.
Brother Carty, thank you so much. I'm always pleased of all the work that you do and pour into this particular program. Again, one of my personal favorites. So everyone, please go ahead and mark your calendars for our Talent Hunt program. And Brother Carty, thanks for all that you do for MUNU chapter. Our next segment, we're actually going to go into our Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund. And so next, we have Brother Dr. Proman, which is MUNU's chapter's president, and he's also a board member of the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship program as well. And so today, Brother Dr. Proman is going to be sharing with you information about some of the upcoming opportunities as it relates to scholarships for our Rudolph W. Snowden Scholarship Fund. So Brother Dr. Proman, can you just take a minute just to share with our podcast listeners information about the name and the person, which is a scholarship for our Rudolph W. Snowden Scholarship Fund?
Hey, thank you again, Brother Ratliff, for hosting the segment this evening. I want to say welcome to all of our podcast listeners. And talking about the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund, the late Brother Rudolph W. Snowden was a graduate of North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, North Carolina. After he moved from North Carolina, where he attended North Carolina A&T, Brother Snowden decided to move to Montgomery County, Maryland in 1968, where he initially joined the Alpha Omega chapter, a graduate chapter in Washington, D.C. During this time, living in Maryland with a quite busy schedule and a new career in Montgomery County, Maryland as an assistant principal at Gaithersburg Junior High School, this former bosses of New Alpha chapter in Wilson, North Carolina, took time to search for other men of Omega living in Montgomery County, Maryland, and following a successful campaign to align himself with other Omega men, Brother Snowden called them together for several meetings in 1970, which eventually led to MUNU chapter being founded on May 23rd, 1970, and where Brother Rudolph W. Snowden served as the first boss of MUNU.
Oh, Brother Dr. Perlman, I had the opportunity of meeting Brother Snowden, and just such a great person. But also, can you just tell us the aim and the objectives of the scholarship programs and any stipulation requirements for potential candidates to be eligible?
Yeah, sure. So the aim or objective of the scholarship is really to provide financial assistance to African American males and male students of the African diaspora who are looking to receive an exceptional post-secondary education at a historical Black college and or university. The founders of Omega Psi Phi fraternity recognized the importance of intellect since its inception and made scholarship one of its four cardinal principles, along with manhood, perseverance, and uplift. So students must be a senior to attend a high school in Montgomery County, Maryland. In addition, students must enroll in a historical Black college and university as a full-time student prior to receiving scholarship funds.
Gotcha. Good information there. And what is the amount of scholarship funds offered to potential candidates?
Yeah, the amount of scholarship funds from board members of the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund can range from $1,000 to $5,000. So awardees may apply their scholarships toward tuition, fees, or other college expenses, which, as we know, in this day and age, college, textbooks, and everything else that goes along with going to college each year is quite expensive.
Got you. And one more question for you there, Dr. Perlman. How can potential candidates apply for the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund? And what's the deadline coming up this year?
Yeah, so we want all of our potential applicants to go to the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund website. That's www.rwsmsf.org. And you're going to click on the More tab, M-O-R-E tab, and then click on Scholarships. On the scholarships page, you will find the scholarship application. All scholarship applications are accepted annually by email at infor, I-N-F-O-R, at rwsmsf.org, or by postal mail addressed to the Rudolph W. Snowden Memorial Scholarship Fund. And that's P.O. Box 10607, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20914. The annual scholarship submission deadline date is May 1st. So that's coming up.
Brother Dr. Perlman, thank you so much. May 1st, mark your calendars. And again, such an exciting time to be providing scholarships with our local community here. Brother Dr. Perlman, thank you so much for all the pertinent information here provided today. So let's jump into our next segment, our fundraiser. MUNU chapter always puts on a Mardi Gras. Folks, it is Mardi Gras season. So let's quickly transition and talk about our upcoming MUNU chapters, foundations, Mardi Gras. And so we brought on Brother Dr. Ashley Alexander to just talk briefly about our fundraiser. So, Brother Alexander, please provide our podcast listeners with the purpose and objectives behind the annual Mardi Gras fundraiser.
All right. Thank you, Brother Ratliff, for having me. The Mardi Gras fundraiser is a major fundraising event for the MUNU Foundation, which is the tax-exempt organization with the expressed purpose of carrying out the charitable activities of the MUNU chapter of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. We serve Montgomery County by various ways through the acclaimed George B. Thomas Learning Academy, holiday food drives, toy drives, as well as National Achievement Week program, where we emphasize and recognize the accomplishments of Montgomery County youth and other community leaders. So you may be wondering, where does this money go? It goes right back into the community in which we serve. So we're looking forward to seeing you in the place.
Outstanding. And in the place, can you just kind of talk briefly about when and where, and what's the cost of the fundraiser?
Sure. For $130 general admission ticket, you can come on Friday, March 8th at Martin's Crosswinds in Greenbelt from 8:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Come and party with a purpose, with a new vibe, right on time, and have a great time dancing the night away.
Party with a purpose. I love it. I love it. And so, what can the patrons actually look forward to in this year's annual fundraiser?
Well, I'm gonna take something from McDonald's from back in the day: food, folks, and fun. You're gonna have a lot of food there that's delicious. You're gonna meet up with some great folks who is there sharing with you, partying with that purpose, and also fun. In addition to that, you have a lavish buffet meal, complimentary parking. You have celebrity DJ Trini, as well as the Chuck Brown Band. So you get your go-go on, have a good thing going there, and as well as a cash bar. Now, in addition to that, we don't want to forget it's a grown and sexy event. However, there's costumes contest as well. So if you're not feeling that vibe and you want to come and wear a costume, you want to do semi-formal, you want to do grown and sexy, do your thing. In New Orleans, we do what you want to do. So do what you want to do over here. In terms of raffles, there's raffles as well. Remember, this is a fundraising event. So for 3 entries for the price of $10, you can also win or have a chance of winning an array of prizes. So we're looking forward to you again on Friday, March 8th to have all that food, folks, and fun.
I love it. I love it. And Brother Dr. Ashley Alexander, please tell us for this upcoming Mardi Gras event, what's the purchase price
Purchase price
for,
is
for a ticket?
for a ticket is $130 for general admission.
Okay, perfect. And if somebody wanted to purchase out a table, what's the price for that?
For tables, it's $1,300. That will seat 10 guests. So $1,300, you can do that as well. But I want to also remind you have to act fast. This is a big event and tickets close soon. So we want to make sure if you want that table, that's $1,300, and per ticket it is $130. But please act fast. Seating is limited.
Brother Dr. Ashley Alexander, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and also just wanted to have everyone mark their calendars. Friday, March 8th, party with a purpose.
Party with a purpose.
That's it. Brother Dr. Ashley Alexander, thank you so much. And let's go into our final segment. Let's bring on Brother Plowden, who's just going to talk to us about some upcoming events from Menu Chapter. Brother Plowden, Menu Chapter is having a March of Dimes fundraiser. Can you just share some information about the March of Dimes event that's upcoming?
Yes, Brother Ratliff. Again, thank you for allowing us, the Health and Wellness Committee for Muni Chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, to be able to speak here and share some of the events that we're having. So March of Dimes, some know, some don't, but they lead the fight for the health of all moms and babies. And so they do have a big event yearly, the March for Babies. That's going to be April 27th. You know, the goal is to unite, connect, and honor all moms and babies, folks trying to have families, folks that have had losses. So some of the upcoming events that we have through Health and Wellness, one of those big signature events is the March of Dimes, March for Babies. That'll be on April 27th. Other upcoming events that we'll introduce here as we're talking is we do an Adopt a Road through Muni Chapter. That's over on Belpre Road between Georgia Avenue and Connecticut. And, you know, that's something we're really proud of in the health and wellness community of the chapter, because what we're able to do is enhance the appearance of our community, always trying to do things for our community. Roadside litter, folks don't always realize that, but it becomes a pollutant. It ends up in our watersheds. And so us getting out there as brothers and doing that cleanup and beautifying our own community is really important to us. And last, I'll talk about the Charles Drew blood drive. So Charles Drew, an Omega man who's from right in Washington, D.C., he pioneered blood storage, and in World War II was able to basically help the United States and Great Britain in the blood storage, and led the largest transfusion center in the United States. So that's the Charles Drew blood drive. Celebrate that. His birthday is June the 3rd. And so we worked last year. We had a great turnout. About over 20 brothers came out and donated blood. So it's some of the upcoming events we have coming up in the Health and Wellness Committee.
Perfect. Brother Plowden, thank you so much for just giving us a good outbrief of some upcoming activities. And on that note, I just wanted to go ahead and close this up. So thank you all for joining us here on News Chapters podcast. So stay tuned. Our next podcast segment will be Tuesday, March 26th at 8 p.m. And I just wanted to share with you these events and final words coming up as we actually conclude our podcast this evening in our Black History Month. Please keep in mind and continue to pray for the African American leaders of our past, present, and future who have and will continue to shape in a positive way the plight of African American people and African descent in this country. So until next time, be the change you wish to see in the world. Be safe, and thank you, everyone, and have a great evening.